Guys, it's Fonzie here with DipYourCar.com. Now, you know when you take chrome badges and emblems and you black them out, it gives the car a more aggressive look. The way we're going to demonstrate that today, we've got a beautiful V10 R8 that's got chrome badges, emblems, and front grille. We're going to black them all out using Plasti-Dip. I'll show you how we do it step by step. Enjoy the video. All right, now to start on this project, what we're going to do is focus on the front Audi rings and the front grille that are both chrome. And we have a couple of items here that we're going to use for this project. It's actually really simple. The first is obviously black Plasti-Dip. The second is blue painter's tape. And the third is tape and drape. All this stuff is obviously available at DipYourCar.com. And what we're going to do is we're going to back up the masking about 1.5 inches away from all of our chrome surfaces. That way, after we're done doing all of our coats, it'll give us a nice thick area to peel off along the edge and reveal the blacked out trim. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the tape and drape and I'm going to go about 1.5 inches back away from the chrome and just start masking off the areas so we can protect the car from overspray. Now, if overspray got on the car, we could just buff it off with a microfiber towel. However, we want to make this clean and we want to make it easy. All right, we've extended back all of our tape and drape, and now what it's time to do is go back in and fill in any of those areas with blue painter's tape. All right, now I'm going to say this very early in the video. It's very critical to mask off any open grill areas so that obviously you're not spraying Plasti-Dip on your radiator. And what we've done is we've undone the underside of the hood here, we've gotten behind it, and we've masked off completely behind the entire front grille so that if any overspray goes through, it's caught before it hits any internal parts. All right, guys, I'm going to walk you through all the different spots that are masked off. We've got the rings up there with some space around it to peel. Got the front grille with that plate filler covered up. Around the side of the car, we got the V10 badges. Just a nice 2-inch square around the badges to give ourselves some room to peel. And in the back, the R8 badge and the Audi rings. All right, guys, now we've got everything masked off. The next step is to make sure that everything is clean. If there's any wax or debris or dirt anywhere on the spots that you're dipping, that could really affect whether or not it has texture, if it comes out smooth, or whether or not it bonds. You could have lifting and things like that if there's grease or oil on there. So what we use at Dip Your Car is we use pre-dip spray. It's available on DipYourCar.com. And there's people out there that use rubbing alcohol and things like that, but we choose to use pre-dip spray because it's been designed specifically for this. So it'll remove anything else that's on there and prepare the surface for dipping. Now, don't spray the pre-dip directly onto the surface because you've got all these cracks and spaces, and if you spray too much and you have moisture in there that you can't get out, you're going to have some trouble. So we spray it right onto a microfiber rag and then go painstakingly through, even though it takes some time, and clean off each one of the surfaces that you're going to dip. Now we're ready to spray. One of the most important things is to just do light coats, one coat at a time. Don't try and get too much coverage at once. If you spray it too heavy, you're going to have possibly runs or some drips or some heavy spots, and once you get those, there's really no turning back. The other thing is watch your angles. So for the rings, for example, my first coat is going to be straight down at the rings. My next coat is going to be at kind of a left angle and then a right angle and then underneath, because we've got all these different sides and edges to the rings. We don't want to have a black surface looking straight down, but little spots of chrome you can see from the side. So we're going to take our time and lay it down one coat at a time. Same thing here with these emblems. We want to go straight at it first on the first coat and then hit it from different angles on the coats after that to make sure we get full coverage. All right. All right, guys, we're gonna go in for our second coat on the rings and the front grille and just try to go at it from a different angle. Now, whenever you're using this masking technique, make sure you spray on the car outside of the edge. That way when you go peeling it, you have enough product in this open area to get a good peel. We've put 5 coats on now. We've made sure we kept an eye on our distance and made sure everything was handled properly as far as the dip laying down. It's nice and smooth, it's nice and even, and we've given it about 25 minutes to dry. Now we're gonna go in and we're gonna start peeling the excess off. So you're gonna start from an edge and just focus on one spot at a time. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna start pulling the dip off and you're gonna walk it down the edge. And that separation is automatically going to cut the dip. You don't need any knives. A lot of you guys have already used Plasti Dip, obviously, and you know that you don't need to cut it or anything. It'll automatically do this by itself. Now we're going to move right up here to the emblems, start working on those. And this is why we give ourselves so much room, so much excess space, because it gives us more area to build up dip, so it's easier to peel off. And again, the separation between the emblems and the actual body of the car will automatically cut the dip for us around the rings. Okay, now we're going to go back down to the grille surround. Try to bring the tape with you as you peel so you're not fighting 2 edges at one time. Okay, that's all off the hood. Now we're going to just work our ways down the edges of the grille. All right, now we're going to go in and we're going to remove the center sections of the Audi wings. Now, there's a lot of ways you can do this. A toothpick works really well. One of the things that I use is, this is not a real pencil, it's a plastic pencil. It doesn't have any lead in it. It just has kind of a plastic point that's just enough friction to start pulling back the dip. Just enough to where you roll it back, you can get your finger working on it, and then you can peel out that section. Obviously you don't want to use anything that could scratch the car. You do have to put a good amount of pressure on it to get it to start rolling back, but try to keep whatever tool you're using on the dip. There's no reason to touch the paint of the car. You can do all the work by just rolling the dip back. All right, guys, now we just about thought we had the car completed before we realized that we didn't do anything with these amber side markers here. So what we're gonna do is we just smashed them off real quick. This is a really easy project here, and we're just gonna do 3 or 4 coats of black to black out the side markers. All right, we've given it about 20 minutes to dry, and now we're gonna remove the excess from around the side marker. Alright guys, we've got it all peeled, and because of the fingerprints and the tape and everything that was on the car, we're going to use the dip foam system and give it a quick wash before we deliver. All right, now this is that V10 R8 that we did the side markers, the Audi rings, and then the side badges, and then the rear badge, that R8 badge. Whenever you take a car and you take the chrome badges and trim and you bring it to a black, it makes the car look much more aggressive, which is perfectly fitting for this R8. The black Plasti Dip, the painter's tape, the tape and drape, everything you saw us use today, the pre-dip is available at dipyourcar.com. This is a very easy project, and obviously it can be done for supercars, everyday cars, or anything in between. It's Fonzie from Dip Your Car. We'll let the camera go around. Expect to see this car in a couple videos moving forward for the wheels as well as the whole car.